It's on. It's on. We got him here, baby. Let's get him. Poonie. We got him here. Legendary. We got him here. Just let a couple of people come in. This light kind of break. Let me turn this light down something. Yeah,
that's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down and turn this one. Nah, we should turn this one down. Just a day. We let a couple of people get in. So how your Sunday go, RMJR?
Man, don't try to be all nice now, man.
Come on, man. You want to do it like that?
Do that.
Oh, you want to do it like that?
You know how
I'm just trying to let a couple of people get in here.
Hold up. In the history of this show, have you ever asked me, hey, man, how's your Sunday? Man, come on, man. Don't do that, man. What we doing? This is the war of words. Don't do that, man.
He already acting funny.
Man, come
He
on,
already
man.
trying to act funny
Hey,
because we got
y'all
company in the building.
Y'all put in the comments. Hey, y'all
He already acting funny because
ask
we
me
got
how my
company in the
Sunday is.
building.
Man, come
I
on.
can't ask a black man how his Sunday doing. We got a special guest in the building today. We trying to set the tone and be respectful. So all of a sudden you want to be disrespectful today.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
So are you gonna keep this up?
No.
Oh, at least you're honest.
That's how we gonna do it.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
I
Okay. We got a couple people here. We gonna get to them since they coming up. Oh, they coming in for Patrick.
They coming in. You know
They
it.
coming in for Patrick.
I'm here.
Ooh, he showed up.
Y'all want to be
He
here?
finally
I'm
showed
here.
up. I've been trying to get him on here for about 2 years. Look, I've been trying to get him on for about 2 years. I finally got him. He showed up.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Ask your questions. Put your questions on down there in the comments. Ask your questions. I'm going to come back later on and answer them. So just go ahead and put your questions down there.
Put the questions in the comments. Look, you ready to get this started up, man? Tell them what you give them go ahead, say something before we get going.
Hey, man. Y'all see the title. Every man for himself. We gonna disagree. We gonna agree on some things. And y'all know what the show called. The War of Words. We gonna get it to you.
Hey, go share this. Go like and share it. All right? Everybody that's watching right now, you got to share it. So this is your opportunity. I don't do interviews all the time. I'm doing this interview. I ain't coming out for another 6 months. So go ahead, like and share the video. Ask whatever question. I don't care if it's about Trayvon, Mike Brown. I don't care if it's about Freddie Gray, whatever. Police brutality, all of it. Ask your questions. I'm here. Let's go.
Y'all ready to do this? This your boy Moonie.
RMJR.
And this is
The War of Words. Man, well, y'all see what time it is. This legendary. Man, I'm going to say this. Little Poonie thought you was scared, man.
I feel like the nigga was scared, man. I said, damn, nigga, I've been trying to get the interview for 6 months. I said, he's okay, we're going to do it next week. Next week. Oh, I'm busy. I said, damn.
Man, anybody know that follow me, know I am busy. I got 4 kids and a wife. So I don't really have time like I used to. I used to be out in the community doing all this stuff and doing interviews. I stopped all that because, you got people that threaten your life and all that stuff.
No, that's real.
And we'll talk about that. But, I just been laying low. So he called me. I did the first time, I had a family member going to the hospital. Second time, I had a baseball game. So I ain't scared. Anybody know me? I grew up in Eastdale, okay? It may not look like it. I don't talk like it. I grew up in Eastdale, but I ain't scared of nothing.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta keep it real though, nigga. We was on you. We seen you having to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So
salute to that.
We understand that. You feel me? But we finna argue. We about to argue and get into it. But first, man, I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? I got to give you your props. You feel me? Like to see you raising your kids right.
Salute.
To see you being the pillar in the community. To see you living right. You know what I'm saying? Like doing all the things that you doing. We first want to salute that.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Cause for one, you raising 4 black men, brown
Brown.
men.
I don't call them black.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. You raising 4 brown men.
He raising 4 niggas. What these niggas talking about? This is the war of word. What they talking about? We raising 4. They fighting over brown, black. Nigga, they niggas. Let's do it. What y'all talking about? We gonna keep real on here. How we gonna sugarcoat it?
I get
They
it.
brown.
What color is your skin?
I don't know. They told me brown. I don't know what brown is. What
Are
guy
you black? Are you black?
I don't know what black
Them
is.
glasses you got on black.
There you go.
According to the definitions of the people that gave you the words. What is it for real though? I don't know.
So why are you consider
Because
yourself
this the
a nigga?
language that I was taught. This
So
the
you-
language that I was
Okay.
taught here to communicate what color y'all think these glasses is, but we
Okay.
really don't know. Don't nobody know. This is the war of words.
We know they different colors. We know that.
Yeah,
We
do
know that. We
But
know
yeah.
that.
But anyway, man, yeah, man, we got to get into this, bro. We got to get into this, man. You really had a whole lot going on, dog. Like, you going viral, back to back to back. I'm talking about, like, what's going on? This dude from Chattanooga, you feel me? Like, he going viral. Like, how you get into this, bro?
I would say this word: hate makes you great. All right. I had so many haters in Chattanooga. Y'all the ones that actually made me great. Y'all the ones got me to the White House. Y'all the ones got me in front of Trump because y'all was hating on me so much.
Yeah.
People that know, if you notice, like I went to Tyner High School. So people that know me from Tyner, if you notice, they don't ever diss me. They don't ever talk bad about me because they know I've been doing this for a long time, even at Tyner High School. And so I have my opinions. I put my opinions out there. I'm very opinionated, but then I back it up with facts. And so when it came to hip hop, when it came to like, that's what really kicked it off. What's dude's name around here? KB Brown or whatever.
KB Brown?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
what happened with you and KB?
Man.
KB! Hold up, what happened with
Yeah.
KB Brown? I ain't know he got into it with KB Brown. Hold up.
No,
What?
it started with him. Like I started this thing in the schools called the Mystery of Hip Hop, where I was explaining how hip hop was bad for black culture. I started explaining that, and then he came in there, you know, on the post or whatever, talking his stuff. And then people started joining him. Then people started threatening me, and I'm sitting there just giving facts.
Hold on.
I
They
believe-
started threatening you over that's how you felt?
Yes, because like they were trying to come up at the time. Like they was like brand new, fresh. I started attacking them. Not really attacking them, just hip
speaking your
hop.
opinion.
Yeah, hip hop in general. I think they did like a Chattanooga hip hop summit or something.
Yeah.
But so I started attacking that, was saying like that's not good for our young men, and that's my own personal opinion. But dudes was getting hot about that.
Hold on, can you explain that though? What you
Okay.
mean hip hop ain't good
Hip-
for young men?
Now
Break
this
that down
the
to me,
thing,
now.
y'all.
Hold on, now.
And see, and this gonna get me in a whole bunch of trouble. Again, like and share this because I'm just saying it one time. Hip hop was born in the 70s after Martin Luther King died. Okay? Martin Luther King died. Before Martin Luther King, there was no hip hop. You had blues, jazz, you had all these other genres of music. Hip hop came because people got scared to lead in the streets after Martin Luther King got killed. All the preachers, all the councilmen, all of them went into their homes and they stopped leading. So guess who started leading black men? Other young black men that was in the hood on ones and twos, scratching up their parents' records, scratching it up outside, breakdancing, music loud, breaking the laws, robbing people, killing people. That's what hip hop was birthed out of.
Was you there when it happened?
In New York? No, I went.
This is the war of word. That one baby.
Look,
That one baby.
look,
So
look.
you weren't there.
I was born in 1980.
Okay.
Hip hop came in 1973. I wasn't even born yet. And so
So how you know if you want
research, man. You gotta read this
I
stuff.
told you that.
Research. Africa.
Oh, this nigga.
Africa Bambaataa, DJ Kool Herc are called the godfathers of hip hop. They started in New York, and the only way to be in those parties, you had to kill somebody, rob somebody. That's how you had to get in. So now, what do we see with our young black men? Killing, robbing, everything.
Hold
I ain't never
on.
heard that.
So you mean to tell me they were having a party?
Yeah.
And the only way to get
in the party
is to kill
See,
somebody,
y'all
to
going
rob
y'all head.
somebody, and what else?
You had to kill, rob, steal. You had to break the law in order to get into the block party. They didn't let like squares like
How they
me.
know if you did it though?
Like you had that reputation. Like they knew
Okay.
you can get in if you done killed or robbed somebody. And it's the same way today. Look at the kids that's
I'm
in
saying though,
hip-hop.
did you hear about this?
You could go read, you can go
Where
study.
you research? What's the in school when
All
we
right,
went to
go
hold on. When we went to school, they said you gotta do a citation. You gotta know where
Cite your source.
You gotta cite your source.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the source? The way you got this from, so they can go look it up.
All right, you can go and study Africa Bombardos. Actually, KRS-One got a book. He got a book where he explained all of this called The Gospel of Hip Hop. Okay, look it up. Somebody in the chat, go look up The Gospel of Hip Hop, KRS-One. That's the source that tell you where hip hop came from. And people get upset with this, but we know black people in the black community before Martin Luther King and after Martin Luther King are two different things. What changed? Hip hop.
But this is what I'm saying though. This my argument. This is my whole argument with that. I feel you on that. So what you saying is you think it shouldn't be no more hip hop?
All right, it's a lot to this. We're gonna do two parts of this. So you got hip hop culture, hip hop music, and the hip hop industry. All right, the culture is what's really the dangerous part that impacts the soul. The culture, your mind, your will, emotions. The music is just beats and rhymes. I'm not against like hip hop music or people rapping, rhythm and poetry. That's been here since the beginning of time. There are two different things, rap, hip hop, two different things. So you got hip hop music. That's just a way to get their message into your mind. The third one is you got hip hop culture, you got hip hop music. The industry is where other people buy into black destructive music and culture.
Like Boost.
Boosie, yes.
This is
The war
of words. Yeah, like your boy Boost.
Okay, now since y'all want to jump on that shit, but I already knew he was gonna turn on me. Look, I knew he was gonna turn on me.
I ain't never rocked with
Soon
Boost.
as a good brother came,
I ain't never rocked with Boost.
I knew he was
Y'all,
gonna turn on me.
anybody who watch
I'll
this
take
show,
it, though.
no, I don't rock with
Hold
Boost.
on, this is what I'm saying though. This just my opinion. You feel me? I don't feel like it's hip hop because just like you, I'm a little bit younger, but I still came up in the early 80s on hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? What I feel like is hip hop is so early and new to us, meaning you had people back then, they didn't know what hip hop was, but they were 50 years old. Listen, hear me out. Hold on. They were 50 years old and hip hop came out. They're like, what the fuck is this shit? They like, excuse my language, they're like, what is this? Like that, go watch Paid in Full. When dude was like, turn that boopity boop off, he was like, he wanted to hear, cause that's what he came up on. Hip hop is growing, and just like in anything, it's a metamorphosis stage in everything. And I feel like we ain't giving hip hop enough time to develop and grow into what it can be. Cause if I remember, hip hop being very positive,
conscious hip-hop.
early until some of those people that you support got a hold to the industry and took it over. And for some reason, these same people who make the guns, Mr. Smith and Wesson, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Colt 45, you feel me? Them people who make them guns, you feel me? It seemed like free advertisement to them. Well, if we just got to give this black dude a couple of $100,000 and let him rap about the guns, y'all gonna go buy the guns, which is gonna make us rich. Ain't that why we passing all the gun laws? And we just sitting up here at the Republican cabin, chilling out, hanging out, and everybody out here selling guns and shit, and we ain't got to deal with it because we way far away from that shit. And don't come messing with us because not only do we have the guns that y'all got, because we gave them to y'all, but we got these army tanks, these jets, these ships, everything. You can't fade us. This is the war of words.
See, he can know all of that about the white man doing all this stuff. He can know all of that and still support hip hop. So if you know the white man is monetizing off of your foolishness, Why do you keep promoting foolishness?
Because he monetizing off of yours too.
How is he monetizing off my foolishness?
Because he running the game.
How? How is he right? He
He
can't
make
run
the
this game.
rules. Who wrote the Constitution?
White men wrote the Constitution.
This is the war of words.
But
Ain't
this
them the
the thing.
rules we go by?
But the
I
thing is,
Oh, you don't go by the rules.
he
Don't
wrote
you
the
go to speed
Constitution
limit?
for us to be free. Now, people are free to do it. My problem is, all right, so look at hip hop for instance. If you talk about a Jewish person within hip hop, like Nick Cannon did, I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
Nick
the
Cannon, he came out and said something about the Jewish people or whatever. They shut his whole show down. Like Wild 'N Out, everything was shut down because you can't say nothing about Jewish people. Why is it that black people can talk about other black people, degrade other black people, kill other black people, and still, and nothing happens? It don't get shut down. Actually, it get more money to get produced.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And so what I'm saying is, so you got an industry that monetize off of foolishness, but then you got black culture that keep promoting foolishness.
Who run the industry?
You got a whole bunch of people. Like Tyler Perry was at the top of the industry.
Who paid Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry, he his own boss.
Who he buy it from?
He created it. So you look at, you got Tyler Perry.
I got him.
You got Dr. Dre. You got all these dudes at the top.
Who put him on though?
All of it.
Somebody had to put him on.
Jimmy Iovine put Dr. Dre on.
What, Jimmy Iovine is what?
He's a Caucasian, bro.
Okay. When we get down to the facts
Yeah.
of the situation, you feel me?
But so
So
if
this
you know that, then if you know it's a Caucasian brother monetizing, why we still promote it though?
Nah, this what it is. They letting it. They can control. What I'm saying is they can control what's promoted. They letting it be promoted what benefits them to be promoted. Cause that's why it costs so much to do a Super Bowl commercial. Cause they understand advertisement and marketing. You feel me?
But why can't we come together?
So it's free marketing. To get it, they giving us pennies.
But
They
why-
making billions of dollars. and
Why
they're
we
getting
can't come
21
together and be
Savage.
like, all right, we ain't promoting nothing about like killing.
That's a good
Why can't
question.
we do that?
That's a good question. I agree with you.
Why we just can't come together and say, look, we can talk about all this other stuff. We can actually talk
You know
about
what?
the hood. But why we gotta promote like all this drill music and all this stuff, just killing?
This the thing though. It's a perspective thing. In my opinion, it's a perspective thing. When I say it's a perspective thing, these brothers rapping about the killing and the drilling, that's actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
They're only speaking on their environment and what they're really seeing. So when they don't speak on that, it's like almost sweeping it under the rug, saying it doesn't exist. When that is really, it's like we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to hear about that. But you can go listen to rock music and they telling you the truth about they worshiping the devil and they doing all this stuff. Ain't nobody standing outside boycotting that shit. You feel me?
Well, I
But
mean,
my
they
thing,
should,
it's a
though.
reality though.
But-
They should. It's
Okay.
a reality though.
All right,
you feel me?
let me explain what he just said. All right, he's saying that they rapping about their reality. Let's say I had a stain on my shirt. And on this stain on my shirt, I'm like, dang, man, I done waste something on my shirt, man. Instead of going and cleaning it off, we gonna go get a camera and rap about the stain on the shirt. Now, how stupid does that sound?
This is
The war of words.
Hey,
That's
I ain't-
stupid. You
I
like go clean the stain up. Why keep talking, man? I got the red blood stain, nigga. Man, that's
He
stupid.
really had a red blood stain on his shirt.
But
you know
why
what I'm saying?
rap about it? Go clean it up.
Why?
Don't go say, hey man, y'all need
I'ma
to go
tell
get a
you why-
red
I'ma tell you
stain.
why
Like
they
that.
Billy Ray Cyrus said he had an aching, breaking heart. Was it a problem when his heart was aching? This is the war of words.
this is the thing.
So Billy Ray can do it.
This is why they do it. This is why Billy Ray was talking about his ankle breaking heart. Cause they make money. They promote it. That's how they getting paid. And then
If everybody, what he's saying is, if everybody was getting paid off talking positive,
that's
guess what
they'll
niggas
do.
in the hood will be doing?
That's
But
right.
guess who control who get paid? The people you support.
Well, that's why, again, you go and you look up Black Wall Street. By the way, Black Wall Street were black Republicans. Go look it up. Somebody in the chat, go look it up. Were Black Wall Street black Republicans? Actually, they were black Republicans or brown, whatever one you want to call it. Now, so in Black Wall Street, they created their own economy. They created their own money around everything they wanted to do. If they wanted to build a building, they had their own bank, their own money. That's what we need to be rebuilding. But we can't do that because y'all keep voting for Democrats that keep pouring government money in your hood to keep you dependent.
So you said that's how we do it, vote for Republicans?
No, yeah, if we do that one election cycle, if we were to vote, black people would have switched their vote to Republican, y'all would see a change.
All right, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Since you brought up Tulsa, Oklahoma, when the Black Wall Street, and you said they were black Republicans. So the government is the ones who brought in the tanks and the bombs to bomb them same black Republicans at that time to disperse them, right?
Right.
So why would we rally behind that same government who bombed the people?
All right, you missing word because you said government. Now you gotta qualify who that government was. Those were white liberal Democrats. The KKK was started by 4 white Democrats. Okay? And so the Democrat Party banded together to stop black Republicans from advancing. That goes Frederick Douglass, Madam C.J. Walker,
that's the Hurley.
Booker T. Washington. All of them were black Republicans. They were gaining ground, and just like the black Democrats do me, I start gaining ground. They come in to try to shut me down. That's the same thing that they did with Black Wall Street. So it wasn't just the government; it was actually black Democrats.
Somebody said he said black people tried that in the 80s. They voted for Reagan.
Yeah, in the 80s, I don't think black people voted for Reagan in the 80s. Black people have never really voted for a Republican since, I would say, you go back to what's to do with the New Deal.
They say they voted for Trump.
Well, we got like 26% of the black male vote.
That's black people?
Yeah, black male. We did.
Like, this is the war of words.
Hey, we work hard to get black. Having these conversations like this is how we got black men to vote for Trump. Now, if y'all were to be honest, I grew up liking Trump. I don't know about his name was on Mike Tyson fights.
I like that nigga.
Everybody, all black men grew up like, man, he had the girls, he had the women, he had the money, and then all of a sudden
he was a Democrat back then.
He said Reagan won 49 states.
He was an independent.
Yeah, he won 49 states. That's because it was just more Republicans.
But you know Trump used to be a Democrat.
Well, I cut you off. My bad.
No, he was never a Democrat. He was more of an independent. Like, he didn't really care. Businessmen just want to make money. Yeah. They don't care about which side gonna help them get money. And so Trump back then, now he did a lot of liberal stuff like opening a strip club, casino, all that stuff. But when he ran for president, he shut all that down. And he was like, he actually put out a platinum plan with Ice Cube. So that's what got a lot of young black men to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Now,
somebody said yes, he was a Democrat.
Well, I mean,
y'all do your research and
put it up there. Put a link on there to show me that he was a Democrat. From my research, he was a businessman that used both parties to make money. In New York. Yeah. So he couldn't be an out Republican. Like, you just can't switch to be a Republican overnight. Like, he know the Republican values, which is free markets, is how you make money. That's why Diddy, Puff Daddy, literally, he secretly vote Republican. He don't tell y'all that, but he vote Republican because he don't want to pay all them taxes.
He protecting his investment.
Yeah, a lot of people secretly vote Republicans, but then publicly they promote the Democrats. And all I'm saying is, if we go one election, get a dude like we got Biden, we had Biden for 4 years. What y'all got? What has he done for y'all? What? Somebody
Trump had his own. Trump had everybody with the money.
You know.
Trump. I shot a video saying fuck Donald Trump with Maul the Pimp. We went in front of the White House and wore t-shirts and marched. I felt like the Secret Service was gonna shoot one of them. You know what I'm saying? We made it out of there alive though. Now look, I shot the video.
Went to school together.
I know I shot the video, but that don't mean I agree with what we doing. That just feel like it's a big video. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to shoot this video. You feel me? So when Trump came in, I ain't never seen so many black people with money in my life. And they keep saying, oh, well, they gonna lock everybody up for getting the money.
Yeah.
Name me one person who got locked up for getting the money.
He stated
Facts.
that Republicans were stupid,
Yes.
so that he could run game on them.
No, that video was fake. I know what they talking about.
Who got locked up for getting the money?
Nobody.
And now if you fucked
Hold
up
on,
the money,
hold on,
that's
hold on.
on you.
Somebody did? You talking about the PPP?
I'm talking about a whole bunch of people. Name me 10 people you know, because they were saying everybody finna go to jail. They put a whole list out, everything.
People who running scams, they went to jail on it. The people who ran scams.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about just getting the shit.
I mean, hey, I ain't.
It was money out there when Trump was in this thing.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Money was out there.
I made more money.
Is
under
he
Trump.
coming back?
Yeah,
Is he
coming back.
gonna be the president again?
If black people give the man a chance, all right, that's all I'm asking. Do your research. It's called the Platinum Plan. The plan, y'all can disagree. It's
Do
called the
you
Platinum.
want the money?
The Platinum
Do you
Plan.
niggas want to be broke? This is the campaign. I'm sick.
500
I'm sick of you, Patrick. No, I'm sick of you trying
$500
to get
billion.
away. This why I'm so sick of Patrick. I'm sick of it. Cause nigga, I feel like you, but I don't want to wear no suit. I want to wear my warm up.
Hey, just wear the red hat.
But these people on this
So hold up, man. Don't tell me you
What?
better get you a hat.
Hey, I got my own hat. Hold on.
Don't tell me.
I got my own hat. I got my own hat. I got my own hat.
Get your
It's
red
like
hat.
the hat, but it ain't got to be the hat. Because we can agree to disagree. That's what this show all about.
Absolutely.
This is
The
war of words.
But the truth is the truth. He did. I don't vote. Period.
Okay.
But the
Why
man,
not though, Roland?
huh?
That sounds stupid,
No,
bro.
you got your own choice, right?
You pushing that on the community though.
No,
Don't vote.
hold up.
That's fine.
Did I ever say don't vote? I said I don't vote.
What you say he helping y'all?
I said, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
helping the enemy.
If you
What
don't
is
vote,
you doing?
you don't vote.
This is
you
my
helping the other side.
Tell him how he helping you.
This is my thing.
He ain't even gonna tell
At the
you.
end of the day, I gotta go to work. I gotta take care of my family. I gotta be responsible.
You ain't
This
got to.
just-
You can be a bum
I
on the
do.
street.
I do. I don't know about y'all.
It's a choice.
I do.
It's a choice.
That's what I gotta do. So at the end
You
of the
like
day,
being in this white man system, don't you? With your polo on and your nice shoes, you love it, don't you?
hey, you do too.
I mean,
In
out
your
the
nice
country.
house. And
I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
So-
agreeing with him. I love it. I've been to a third world country.
Hey,
I
listen,
know what it's like.
this is my
Nigga, I came back and was ready to hug the first white man I saw.
There you go.
Nigga, I get it.
That's true.
Thank
That's
you,
real.
nigga. Thank you.
That's
I
it.
got it. I understood. When I seen these niggas taking a bath with rainwater every day, ain't no McDonald's, nigga. Ain't no Subway. Nigga, it might not rain for a month. What you gonna do? Ass stinking. Ain't nothing you can wash up with. That's how they living, nigga. They that far behind.
I don't know.
They ain't even got no trash system, nigga. You comfortable right now. Let them drop your motherfucking ass. You'll be around here bowing down. You'll be like, thank y'all. Y'all
That's
did it.
true.
Y'all set
Hold
it
on,
up.
hold on.
You
I
set
did
it up.
that. I did
Hold
the
on.
You
same
set
thing.
it up.
Hold on.
They got us straight up. We got free rent, free power. The
See?
old folks got
Hold
insurance.
on, you got free power?
Nigga, if you can't get it, you can
I
go figure it
work
out.
and pay my power.
I pay
bill.
my shit.
Hey, you need to
No.
help me out.
I'm saying for people who can't afford it. For
Okay.
people, they got a project.
Even in the project, you gotta pay a light bill.
I know, but it's not that much. It's adjusted. They work with you, bro. Even if you a criminal, nigga, you can go to jail and get 3 meals a day and have a roof
I'm
over your
cool
head.
on that.
I'm just saying
I'm
though,
cool
they
on
got us straight over here,
Right.
bro.
What?
Niggas ain't left this motherfucking
What?
scene how they living,
There
bro.
you go. See that
Niggas,
right there.
you could be walking down the street and get your head cut off with a machete.
I mean,
Like,
I get
straight
that.
up.
What you?
It's poor, man. It's
Hey,
dirt poor.
What he's
We should be
saying.
grateful. We got noodles, nigga, for 99 cents. Y'all need to take advantage of
There
it.
you go. See
We
what
ain't
he's
grateful.
saying. What he's saying is actually a solution.
But they won't
to
let
the
me
issue.
in the gang. I want to get in the clique. But because I don't put no suit on, I'm trying to tell you, we're going to take the world over if y'all let me in the
Yeah,
gang.
you ain't got to put a suit
Come
on,
on,
but what
man.
he's saying is actually true. Because, like, I went to Africa. That's actually what changed my political mindset once I went to Africa.
You gotta
And
see
I
it.
saw in Africa what they were living like, and they told me the true story of slavery. Now, there's a whole nother show because most of us think the white man came over there, kidnapped all the black people, threw all of them on the ship, and then brought them over here. That is not what happened.
I don't believe that.
All right, well, you know what really happened. What really happened is the chiefs in Africa went and gathered up all the young men and then lied to them and told them, y'all going there to get some money and you coming back. Think about it. You can't have thousands of black men on one boat being still the whole time, not revolting against 20 white men that's on the top of the ship.
They finessed them, y'all. They finessed
tear that up.
Yeah, so that's what really happened in getting us over here. The Africans told me this. They was like, Patrick, no, that's not the true story. What happened, they told the mothers and grandmothers that they were coming back. That's why all of them went to the shore and went on the boat willingly. There was no whipping. There was no beating. None of that. That happened when they started to revolt, when they realized they weren't coming back. That's when they started to revolt, and that's when the whipping and all of that stuff happened. So once we get our history right, we can come up with solutions like Lil Mo Films, RMJ. We need to take some boys to Haiti to see that.
They got to see it. It's going to change.
And then bring them back to Chattanooga and see.
There you
go.
You're going to be like, man, nigga, I'm straight. Like,
there you go.
You'll go work at McDonald's, bro, and be
there
straight.
You go.
You'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
I mean, I get it. I ain't never been to Haiti. I ain't never been to Africa.
Yeah, a lot of black people was all over the world.
But guess what? I done been in the West Side, and I done been hungry without a meal, and I done been over people's house where they ain't have no lights and no water.
It ain't
so
the same thing, bro.
No, hold up.
They had Hennessy though.
No, not with
This is
no war of words. Hey, the thing is, I got a mind to appreciate the small things. Mm-hmm. So me personally, I don't have to go to Haiti and Africa to know, hey,
you saying that
it
bro.
could be listen.
You need to go.
It will be better.
Because this is your perspective.
No, it will be better, and I will get a deeper understanding if I went.
That's it.
But I can see it without going. I can't.
But this is what I'm saying. See, you talking from your adult mindset. Now,
you just
think about taking a 13-year-old.
I get it.
That's thinking about, like, should I join this gang? Should I do it? If you take that 13-year-old out of the West Side and you put him in Haiti and he see, oh, this is what real poverty is, his project don't look like a palace.
Niggas sound crazy to me when they be talking about we out here, we broke, we poor. I be like, y'all niggas stupid. Like, what
they
y'all
richer
doing?
than 80% of the
like,
world.
These niggas rich as hell compared to these niggas poor for real.
Because I done interacted with people. I got friends from Haiti.
How you poor with power, bro?
I got
eating every day.
No, I got friends from Haiti. I got friends from Africa who done explain the experience to where over here, when they rob you, they run up on you. Over there, they digging a tunnel to rob you. Mm-hmm. It's deep. It's a whole different ball game. Yeah. So I get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's facts, man. What was you?
So let's go into this.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a couple months ago, on this show, we was talking about Boo Carter.
Oh,
here we go.
We gotta do it. We can't be. Ain't no faking. So I said, Boo Carter. I said it. He was the first person, reportedly, in Tennessee with an NIL deal. You came and commented up on it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I did.
And you said nope. You said it was Caleb Hampton.
Yes.
That's what you said.
Said Chimp.
Salute to him.
Can I jump in there before y'all go forward?
Go ahead.
In my opinion, it don't matter who was first. Like, as long as both of them brothers.
Hey, we salute to both of them.
But go ahead with the
But we gotta have a conversation.
This is what niggas do.
Now let me explain why I said that. Now I said he was the first one to sign an NIL deal. Okay. Now y'all saw Boo Carter and mine. Let me say this before I start. You know, this ain't against no kids.
Salute to both of them.
I actually used to coach Boo. I was his baseball coach at 7 to 8 years old. So I ain't saying it. But what I'm saying is, like, we saw the video of Boo signing his deal.
Okay.
You remember the video? That came like weeks after they made the report in the newspaper. Champ signed his deal. Like, he signed it and didn't report it.
Okay.
And so that's what I was saying. He was the first one to sign it. Now, Boo may have been the first one to report his NIL deal, but we were the first one to sign it. He did a signing thing later on.
So you ain't listen to the word that he was saying.
There you go.
You let that word get by you. You was so ready to hate.
Guess what?
You was so ready.
This is the war of words.
Hold up, this is what I said. Even after I read it, I said, okay.
You did been on your mind too, cause you brother said we gonna talk about this.
We gonna talk about it. So I said up under that, I said, look, if you wanted it out there, you should have reported it. But the people gonna go by what's reported, right or wrong.
Right, that's true.
You do research.
That's true.
So you know this.
That's true. And we didn't. I'm gonna be honest, we didn't want his NIL stuff out there for a reason. Because one of them was with a jewelry company. And I told my son I didn't want people to know that he had expensive jewelry. Because then he can get robbed out here. Right. And so, and you could ask the guy that owned the jewelry company. I was like, I don't even want this out.
They own you, boy.
We'll sell it. We'll sell it, but I don't want it out there that he got this expensive jewelry.
Read one of the comments.
He said, I don't really rock with Patrick like that, but he finna run circles around rolling.
Who said that?
They ain't say my name, no, look. They ain't say my name, look. They finna run circles.
Obviously.
Lance Morgan.
I mean,
Lance Morgan.
He probably went to China. But
let me say this about it.
Let
me say, now I think he in Howard, nigga. But look, let me say this though. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in on the NIL shit.
Okay.
I do this film stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I've been researching the NIL stuff, like the name, image, and likeness. That's what it stands for, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing is I'm hearing this, the movie stars complaining about this. They are making films with the name, image, and likeness of an actor, but not actually using the actor. And not having to pay the actor because the actor signed the contract to let them use their name, and they just got that upfront fee, and whatever but they can, for further use in the future, use their image, their name, image, and likeness for the future, even when they gone, and you won't get paid for that, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know
and
about
that's why you supposed
but I'm just putting it out there so y'all can look into that.
Right, you're supposed to
sign
short deals. That's one of the things I told my son. We don't sign no deal past 3 months or 6 months. It got to be in the contract that it's only a 3-month deal or a 6-month deal. And then we come back to the table and then renegotiate. If we making money, we going to renegotiate. We going to up our percentage. And so that's one of the things that I did with my son. Like, he got his own brand. Like, because I wanted him, before he graduated high school, he was going to have his own business, making his own money. And that's what his first NIL deal was with, the Champ brand. So he making money off of his own stuff. And so that's what
who he sound like, y'all. What they say back there? What they say behind you right there?
Little Mo.
What they say right there?
That's it. You got to make your own stuff. That's how you make money. And so one of the things that we doing with the Champ brand is helping athletes. We're not trying to get their money. We just trying to show them the way to make money while they're a high school athlete. And so my son is just fortunate enough to where, like, and I don't even put him and Boo in the same category. Boo's an athlete. My son was a running back and an outfielder. That's all he played. And so now I will say that my son is probably the first athlete in this area to win a state championship in both baseball and football. Okay, 2021 baseball state championship, 2022 football state championship.
I ain't gonna lie, you was talking cash money though, bro, saying that your son was the great. He better than Squeaky them, bro.
I said that. I ain't said that.
What was it?
No, hold up. See, you gotta listen.
It wasn't him. It was somebody in the comments.
I said it right here on this show. We was talking about stats. He didn't say that. I said that.
Yeah. See,
the dude from Red Bank. What's his name? I can't even remember the nigga name.
Riggs.
Jared Griggs. Jared Griggs.
Not Jared Riggs.
Oh, Riggs. My man. It's Riggs. I thought a G was.
And by the way,
I forgot.
I call Riggs the GOAT. Okay, and the reason I say that is because not only did he do it on the field, but he used to one train my son. He trained my son from the 4th grade all the way through high school.
He got your son to the next level.
Yes. The stuff that he taught my son is the reason why my son is at Stanford today.
But we weren't talking about who the best coach. We talking about who the best running back.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the war of words.
Now, the reason I say he the best is because he did it on the field and he did it as a coach. He duplicated himself in another kid.
But you quick on your toes.
Oh,
man.
you
They
know.
can't-
But
Hey.
see, hold on. A lot of people, like I brought up your son, and we was talking about, I comparing him because I think you were talking about Squeaky and all them.
When Derek Stewart, get it right. When Derek
Y'all call him
Stewart,
Squeaky.
a.k.a. Squeaky,
Squeaky.
get it right,
So,
nigga. The greatest running back
You
that ever
mentioned-
come through Chattanooga.
You mentioned his
He was
yards.
cold.
You mentioned his yards. I brought up Caleb yards. So we just gonna do it. That's what I did.
It's like talking about Bo Jackson and Emmitt Smith, man.
Hey,
Bo, everybody know Bo didn't play that long. Bo didn't play that long.
who fuck?
He got hurt.
So
What I'm saying
so then
is,
you making an excuse?
I ain't making no excuse. I'm just stating the facts.
Now, if you go by now,
Put how many
played-
games Bo played and how many games Emmitt played, and they'll put that
I
together.
played with Squeaky, and I will say Squeaky didn't have the offense like my son had. I will say that because we ran like a wing team where it was like 2 running backs in the backfield and a fullback.
And we got
you
10
had,
running backs.
Yeah, you had Kelvin Hughley as the fullback, Squeaky over here on the wing, and on the other side you got Nick Tony. That's 3 people right there. Like they got to get the ball.
Mhm.
Now in our offense, it's my son in the RPO system.
He getting it.
So it's really 2 different comparisons. But like I said,
And that's all I was trying to
my
say.
my son ended the year with 1,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, number 1 male athlete of the year,
Salute.
state finalist.
Mm.
And so all I'm saying there is people that don't like me out there. All I'm saying is at least give my son the props.
Yeah,
All right,
you gotta respect it.
you cannot like me and still say, all right, the boy Cole, he gonna be a legend in Chattanooga.
Nah, he done already.
He that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, he's a
Now,
legend.
let's get this straight, man. We talk a lot of junk, a lot of SHIT on here. You feel me? But
We ain't finna do no hate.
we always gonna salute, but we gonna argue too and debate our opinion. That's what this show all about, y'all. I just want to reiterate that it's all about showing that black men can disagree.
Yeah.
We can disagree with each other totally.
Right.
Nigga, I don't feel like that. I disagree with you.
Yeah.
But at the end of that, we can still leave messing with each other and still be able to do business together. I work together. You feel me? I be able to help each other out. Even within that. We ain't got to kill each other and steal from each other. And right, we trying to set
Threaten
that
each
example.
other.
You feel me?
So I
Threaten
got
each
a
other.
question.
Yeah.
Cause I've been following you for a while, and you call each one of your sons by their number.
Yeah.
So at what point do they earn the right not to be a number?
That's true.
Because
Everybody
you go
asks-
by
You
boy
sleep
1,
like Michael Jackson,
boy,
daddy, bro.
boy 1, boy 2, boy 3, boy 4. I say, hey, this my question to you: have he earned enough not to just be boy?
No.
Like,
This is the war of words.
Let me tell you, that actually came from like me
Dr.
not wanting
Seuss.
to put their names. No, actually me not wanting to put their names on the internet.
Mm.
So they were young. Like I was on Facebook in
Man,
2009.
you was talking ahead of that.
I was like, I didn't want to put their names on the internet, so it was like boy 1, boy 2. And then I got to a point I was like, well, everybody gonna know who he is. But then we would be out in public and people be like, oh, that boy number 1. Oh, that boy number, they would call them that. And I was like, man, I'm on brand that. And so that's what I did. And then you got Dr. Seuss that do thing 1, thing 2.
Yeah.
And so that's really what it came
That's
from.
why I
though.
thought I was like, they got to be. That's pretty cold though. You know what I'm
And
saying?
when they go search themselves, and it's a big thing for me with Facebook, like I use it as a way to pass all those memories on to them when I'm gone. So when they want to search themselves or a picture, that's all they got to do is go. They go on my page, boy number 1. And they'll find every picture, a video that I uploaded of them.
Mhm.
Got to know the game, man. That's how it works.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's just like a hashtag if you think about it.
Yeah. It is. That's actually what it is.
So
Yeah.
basically, when they put in the work and the people recognize who they is, it come off anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Salute to
that's
you.
it.
Yeah.
That's
big.
branding 1-on-1.
That's it.
Nah, that's big right there, man. But yeah, man. What was you had something else you was talking about?
No, we was talking about the NIL deal.
The
Yeah.
NIL deal.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I gotta ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your thoughts on what Lil Mo been doing in the community as far as the chat time in these streets, the documentaries, and the work he been putting in?
But it's the thing. I believe, like, people with his gifting, like, I used to look at, I didn't even know who you were. You knew my little brother. But I used to look at the guy that was doing the films. I was like, man, dude is actually cold, you know, with the camera. I used to say that, didn't even know who you were. The issue is I think that's what we need in the community. Like, other people need to know the skills that you know. Now, it makes, you know, turning your money or bump into your money, but that's what we need at a bringer. That's what we need at a timer. A school of film that can teach boys how to make their own video, how to make their own highlight video for sports. Like, people don't know this. I did all my son's stuff, all his highlights, his video his commitment video. I made that in my own studio. And kids used to call me, asking me, hey man, can you do this for me? Can you do that? We need people in the community that know how to do this stuff. Now, do I like some of the talent that he's shooting? No, I don't. I don't agree with going to the White House and saying F Donald Trump. I don't agree with making the videos where they talking about killing this set and West Side over here and South Side over here. I don't like that, because what they doing, they claiming government streets. Like, the government own those streets, not us. Like, the government owns the West Side, not us. So why can't we put something on camera that's like this? Brothers coming together, coming up with a solution like, hey, we need to take some boys to Haiti. The next step is, let's raise some money to take some boys to Haiti. Yeah, even though we disagree. You disagree with me, I can get to Donald Trump, or you can get to your people, you can get to your people. We can put together $100,000 to take boys to Haiti. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm for.
Yeah. It's big. It's big.
That need to happen.
But this what I will say, to me is I look at that on it's common sense to me. I look at that on a big level, the same way how you, and my mama come at me like that all the time, and I had people in the community to say, well, you contributing more to what's going on, and I honestly feel different, man, cause as a black man, we don't, nigga, black women hate us, black white people hate us. No, I'm not talking about all black, not black excellence people. I'm talking about not people who know the game. I'm talking about people who ain't been experienced enough to learn the game. When they go out into the world, don't nobody like them. Chinese people don't like them. They feel no love. When I was going out there, even though them dudes holding up guns and they doing this, I was able to understand their perspective and understand that if they knew better, they would do better, but this is all they know right now. But somebody got to show these brothers some love. And I feel like God put me at the bottom down here to be able to, cause I see all these people, they so big time and they so all this, but to me, this the real problem, these brothers right here. If we can fix these dudes right here, if we can fix these gangsters and thugs and all this, if we can fix them, then that's where the power gonna come from.
And that's
but it's like we just pushing them away, and we just like, so me with the camera, I felt like that was God giving me a starting point to be able to reach these brothers, and for everybody ain't gonna listen. But you can find them ones, shouts out Geechee, shouts out CTB Spinfish, shouts out Guala Man. I have been able to reach a lot of young brothers in these trenches who I feel like gonna be powerful young men. You know, they learning. You feel me? They ain't know no better.
But see, and that's the reason why, and like 10 years ago, I ran for school board for that reason. Because my mindset was, all right, every gangster in Chattanooga is at somebody's school right now. They're at the Dale Woods. They was at the, the Franklin Middle Schools. They was at the Howard Middle Schools. The Udawas are everywhere. And so what I'm saying is they're starting right there in the school. If we can catch them there, and this is what I figured out. Those of you that know, I worked at Brainerd for 10 years. I was there for 10 years mentoring young men. All right, until they figured out I was a Republican and kicked me out. But anyways, that actually happened. And so I was there mentoring these boys, and I saw the ones that were becoming the gangsters. And it was overage ninth graders. Like, that means they was like 16, 17 years old in ninth grade. And then they figure out when they turn 18, they're like, dang, I ain't gonna even graduate. They drop out, they can't get no job, they end up going to the streets. And so my purpose for running for school board was to fill in these cracks where these young men was falling through the cracks, where they couldn't get an education to become something. And I always say, every gangster started in a school. If we can get them early, we can stop them from being killed out here in the streets or killing in the streets. And so, but guess what? No, y'all didn't want to vote for me. Why? Because y'all think I hate black people because I'm bringing the real. Because I'm actually, it ain't black people that I hate. It's the culture of failure that black people promote that I hate. Let me say that again. It is not black people that I hate. It's the culture of failure that black people keep promoting. That's what I hate.
This is the war of words.
Hey, I want this. That's
powerful.
one of the reasons why I speak on Boosie and all these dumb rappers, and that's why a lot of people on here be like, "Hey man, you sound like Patrick Hampton," because I'm just telling you the truth. I don't care what type of music you do. If you doing something stupid, I'm gonna call you out for it.
Well, this what I'm saying, though, brother. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. We got to be able to cast this judgment. Neither one of y'all are wrong. We telling the truth. Yes, it's stupid. We know it's stupid, right? It's stupid. These people who run this thing do stupid stuff too, man. But they got the luxury of not being punished the way that we will be punished for making a stupid decision.
Yeah, like Joe Biden getting cocaine found in the White House.
You see what I'm saying?
But they ain't prosecuting nobody. They like, we ain't even looking for a suspect. This the stuff I be talking about. Like, we keep making it about like white racist Republicans. The truth of the matter is, we wouldn't even be free today if it wasn't for Republicans. It was a Republican president that signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
So you feel like everybody been bamboozled?
Yes, man. So that's really that's really my whole message. And I don't know how to, I appreciate you for letting me on this platform
for sure.
to be able to explain to people what I'm trying to say is we've been lied to. Like, look at our community. Look at our school.
That was a really good point Patrick just made.
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at our schools. Look at our neighborhoods. We keep voting for the same party and nothing's changing.
And Roland don't vote at all.
Yeah.
This is the war of words.
But check this out. You say we free, right?
Yeah.
One of the, I'll start voting if they could do away with the 13th Amendment. Woo! This is the war of words. Do y'all know what the 13th Amendment says?
What does it say, Roland?
They say if you commit a crime or if they convict you of a crime, it's punishable by what?
Slavery.
So, this is my thing.
Don't commit no crime.
No.
Thank you.
Pause.
They just told you.
Pause. How many
obey the law?
Check
if
this
you
out.
break the law,
check this out, and y'all both can attest
you
to
can
this.
be a slave.
How many people have been convicted of a crime that they didn't do?
Well, that's
It's a
true.
lot of people.
So hold up. So once they was convicted, whether they did it or not, they are slaves.
How many niggas paying child support for a child that ain't theirs?
That's his dumb self.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
This is the war of words. Hey man, listen.
But this the thing though, even with that, that's why you have to let the justice system work. So let's say somebody's convicted and they're innocent. You have an appeals process to prove to the jury that you didn't do it. That's the whole justice system that you're able to do. Now, the whole 13th Amendment thing is about if they commit a crime and they do something and break the law, then you are now property of the state because they got to take care of you. They got to give you a bed. They got to wash your clothes. They got to feed you. You're property of the state.
I know, but don't somebody who getting money want people to be in there so they can make money? So
Yes.
wouldn't they be trying to lock anybody up to put in there so they can get money?
I wouldn't say they would lock them up. They can't. I'm saying that what they're doing is not teaching boys how to read in the 3rd grade. That's creating this pipeline to prison.
Or is they sending more police to the hood than to the suburbs?
Well, they gotta be there because ain't no daddies in the hood. If it ain't no, look, what's on the side of a police car? Side of a police car say protect.
Why ain't no daddies in there though?
I'm finna tell you. On the side of a police car, it say protect and serve. Okay. When you stay and you grow up in the neighborhood, it's the daddy's job to do what? Protect and serve.
Yeah.
And so when daddies are not there, police have to come in to protect and serve.
Okay.
And so that's why we gotta stop calling it the hood. It's really it should be a neighborhood. There's a difference between the hood and the neighborhood. In a neighborhood, there are neighbors that you have to respect. You can't walk through their yard. You can't put your car on the side of the road and change the transmission in the neighborhood. In the hood, you can just disrespect people's property, jump their fence, go through their grass, break the law, trespass. So we got to change the perspective and say, no, we need more neighborhoods.
Y'all seen how they was on Stanley grass on Friday? Fuck your grass, Stanley. But look, Joe Jenkins said accept is a key word in the 13th Amendment.
Accept.
There you go. What say it again?
See, it say once you commit a crime, it's punishable by slavery. I gotta look up the exact.
I just wanted to see if he knew it. Joe Jenkins got it. That nigga, he don't know, Joe. Joe, he don't know. What he talking about?
This the thing. If they convict you,
hey, post the word in the chat.
If they convict you,
what's the word?
Whether
Joe?
you did it or not, you become a slave. Whether you did it or not.
If you convicted, yeah. If you convicted by a jury, yeah.
So that means
they cannot be fair if they don't want to be.
That's all I'm saying. Take that off the book. And this another thing
they
need to take off the book.
Set them on fine everything.
They say you don't agree that it's still on the book. The 3/5 of a human being.
Yeah, that ain't what they're saying.
Huh?
Think about it.
Oh, I got
Watch this. How can a person be 5 parts? Think about this. They're not saying that a person is like a slave is 3/5 of a person.
What they saying?
It was saying that at that time they had to have 3/5 of the vote for something to pass. Not 3/5 of a person. They would say you gotta have 3/5 of a certain section in the state of the votes to be able to pass the law.
What's the law? You know the law? Can you say the law?
My phone. I'm just saying.
It's the vote. It's the voting rights.
Research.
Y'all can look this up. It talks about being 3/5 of a human being.
What?
Now that's what
talk about.
That's what he talking about in the Bill of Rights. That's what the Bill of Rights. That's what the Democrats spin on it was to make black people mad by saying, see, they saying y'all 3/5 of a person.
But I'm saying
he said, no, we need 3/5 of your community to vote so y'all can pass the law, the voting rights law.
Both of y'all ain't saying what y'all just keep saying. There's 3/5 of a human being. What is the sentence? What is the whole phrase? What's the phrase?
I don't know the whole phrase. I say I don't know.
Don't talk about
No, I don't know the phrase. I know what he's talking about.
It's in there.
It's in there. He's saying
y'all don't know the phrase. So what you talking about?
What he's saying is they were saying this is what the Democrats say.
Joe Jenkins say the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution abolished slavery and involuntary servitude except
that's it
for a crime.
Yeah.
So slavery is abolished, but once you become property of the state, you become a slave to the state.
So it's not over.
So we had to get a penitentiary.
No,
Don't just put the whole thing on.
I do what it's saying. That's why I brought it up.
I agree with that.
You're supposed to be the one with the facts.
I agree with the 13th
Niggas don't know none of them.
That's the only way to keep people from breaking the law. If you don't want to become a slave, don't break the law.
All I'm saying is once you get convicted, whether you did it or not, that go out the window.
Well, you got an appeal process. Go prove that you didn't do it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
The 3/5 was for congressional apportionment, so the salt power was diluted, and there was no Dems or Repubs in those days. There was no Democrats or Republicans.
So you saying 3/5 of what it
said? You said there wasn't no Democrats or Republicans.
But it was just talking about of the congressional vote. Like they had to have that many people vote. But see, that's how Democrats be finessing us, man.
He said you just signed up for slavery once you commit a crime.
But this is what I'm saying about that. That's why I brought this up. Even if you don't commit the crime and they convict you, you are a slave.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
So what should they be? A half a slave?
It's corrupt power though.
My thing is you can't tell me slavery is over. Then they got a loophole when if they convict you, whether you did it or not, you are a slave.
And this is why Trump came up with the Second Chance Act. Trump came up with the second. Everybody got on him where he released. I don't know if y'all remember. He released all them prisoners and stuff.
Kodak Black out.
Yeah, with the Second Chance Act, which means
Obama didn't let nobody out.
No, you get released if you. Yeah, we need to do the war of words on that. This is the war of words.
Obama didn't let nobody.
And so we had the second chance at the Ice Cube and Kanye. All of us were up there at the White House advocating for that. And he did it. But that's what I don't understand. He up there.
None of you niggas support him. All y'all did was hate on him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say everybody, because it was some black dudes that felt, especially shout out to Barber Kings downtown. They were the only dudes that would cut my hair because I voted for Trump.
Damn,
yeah. I got kicked out of every barbershop. I got kicked out of every barbershop in Chattanooga because I voted for Trump. But Barber Kings downtown,
what they were saying when
Chris
you went
Palmer,
into the barbershop?
the boys down there, they still cut my boys and my hair to this day.
When you went in the barbershop, what they were saying?
Nothing. He wouldn't even cut my. Look, I went to the barbershop.
Let me ask you this, because you just stated, you said you got kicked out of every barbershop because of what?
Because I voted for Trump.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I went to the White House.
Watch this. You know who Gibson Sims is?
Yeah.
Did Gibson Sims cut her?
Yeah. He kicked me out of his barbershop.
He kicked you out for that?
Gibson, you kicked Patrick
I don't know, man.
Dude, he said I was too controversial. He said I was coming into his barbershop causing controversy. That's where he kicked me out, because I would go in there having a conversation just like this.
I get that.
In the barbershop.
So did he kick you out for being a Republican or controversy?
Being a Republican. That was the controversy. I come in there with my Make America Great Again
hat,
and then everybody in there like, man, I'm free to get up out of here.
I want to be a Republican. Sign me up.
I'm telling you.
Fuck you, Democrat, broke niggas. I'm done with it. Sign me up, Patrick. After you done recruited one, sign Poonie Moonie up. I'm sick of it. Who y'all want me to get first? Who y'all want me to get first?
That clip don't go viral right there.
Who y'all want me to get now? I'm Poonie Moonie. I'm a Republican now. I'm turning up. What you gonna do about it?
So you mean to
what you
tell
gonna
me?
do?
You mean to tell me
I'm
you
turning.
Stood on all this?
I've been independent.
Y'all see him. Y'all see him.
I've been independent.
So right here, you a Republican.
Lil Mo can stay Democrat. Poonie Moonie is gonna be Republican. I'm being a Republican. I'm changing my mind, because guess what? I've been independent for a long time because I didn't know where to go. I didn't have no direction. I didn't have the proper instructions to vision. But after listening to this brother today, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I want to change my family life. Do I need to put a suit on? What I gotta do?
No, you ain't gotta put no suit on. You ain't got
Y'all don't need everybody to wear a suit.
Just go research, man. Go look up the Republican platform. Like all this, like males can be girls. That stuff is coming from the Democrat Party.
Man, don't you know they say they might be finna make pedophilia.
Yeah.
Because people said I was born like this.
The
transgenders done open the door.
That's coming from the Democrat Party, man. And I know the black community and black culture don't stand for that stuff. So at what point do y'all stand up and be like, all right, y'all have gone too far? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Don't even just come over to the Republican Party. Get to independent first. Do your own research. Look at both platforms and be like, all right, this platform believes in family. A male, a female, and children is a family. Over here, 2 women, 2 men can have a family, adopt. Go in girls' bath. Men can go in girls' bathroom. Girls can go in men. Girls can play boys' sport. Boys can play with girls' sport. That's what they believe. You do that and be like, I don't believe that. Then go the other way. That's all I'm asking.
Hey, this is
the war of words. Hey,
Joe Jenkins say, man, you read it. Joe typing laws in and stuff. Be careful, man, because this is an Android.
The actual clemency. 1,715 were commuted, including 500.
He went to Howard, y'all. Y'all bear with him, y'all. He went to Howard.
You see, the China dude passed it, so don't.
Man, I've been reading the whole time. I just want to see if you can read, because you could be one of them slick dudes in class who every time it's time to read.
I ain't gonna get mad when
you know them dudes in class every time it's time to read. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'm not finna cuss.
You just knocked the books off.
I'm not finna cuss.
He the type of nigga to teach. He just knocked the books off the desk and the teacher and kick him out of class because he can't read.
I don't have to read to your standard, as long as I can read.
I'm gonna go read the chat after this over and go and answer any question you put in there. Like I said, we may have to do 2 parts to this.
Nah,
because there's just so much to talk about.
This the thing though. you got many different people. Like, let's get to quit getting in our emotions, because I fight folks up about their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's deal with the facts. My thing is, if you get mad about something somebody said, is it true or not?
Mm-hmm.
If you telling the truth, salute to you. I don't care who it is.
Mhm.
That's why a lot of things when I go with these lollipop tendencies, these dudes without fathers,
Mhm.
or they fathers weak, they get mad. Who are you? Hey man, you should have tightened up your home, and you don't get mad at what I'm saying. Deal with the truth.
Right.
That's all I gotta say.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man, but this crazy. I'm glad Patrick finally came, man, because I know everybody thought I was gonna be against him and we was gonna go. And we do
He
disagree on.
He against him.
We go against certain stuff. We go against certain stuff, but at the end of the day,
So you finna be a Republican?
I'm finna be a damn Republican. I'm trying to tell you, he done recruited me.
Hey, Charleston White.
I'm trying to come to the next
Republican too.
movement. I'm trying to come to the next movement. Look, I got me a hat and everything. Look, I'm trying to come to the next movement. Look, sign me up.
He coming to the White House with me.
Sign
When Trump
me
get
up.
back in, he
So
coming
you
to the
mean
White
to
House.
tell me the White
I'm
House?
turning on. I'm turning
The
on
White House
everybody.
finna have Patrick Hamilton,
And
Poonie,
Moonie.
and Charleston White.
Oh,
man, what
I'm
we
done
doing?
with it. I'm done
What
with
we
you niggas.
doing?
I'm done with you niggas.
Hey,
Well, I done tried
No
too
research.
long. I done tried too long to be
Hey,
niggas.
And all you gotta do is
turning.
all you gotta do is look it up. Like, black people were historically Republicans. Like Frederick Douglass, all of them, they were Republicans.
Shouts out Fred, my boy Fred.
That's
I'm
it.
telling you. What up, Booker T? You feel me? I'm trying to get in the
He
click,
know,
baby.
he done already researched.
Come
He
on
know.
now. I'm trying to tell y'all.
CJ, Madam Walker,
See, the first hair queen, she the one changed the game. She was the first.
Harriet Tubman, that freed the slaves, was a Republican, an abolitionist.
All you Boone Height niggas, all the Boone Height niggas should be Republicans in Chattanooga. Harriet Tubman was a Republican.
Martin Luther King Sr.
MLK. Don't you go down the street every day? You ain't gonna show no love?
Man, listen,
MLK
I don't
Sr.
care what he was doing.
Oh, let me give you one more fact. Every 100% of all HBCUs was started by Republicans.
Republican.
Go look it up.
Every
Every single
Republican.
historically black college was started by Republicans. And this is another one. The KKK, the people that we hate, that are the most racist.
Shouts out to KKK.
They started the KKK. 4 Democrats started the KKK. 4 of them. Al Gore Sr. was one of them. Al Gore was the vice president of Bill Clinton. His daddy was a Democrat and was one of the ones that helped start the KKK right here in Pulaski, Tennessee.
I just left
Facts.
Pulaski. Go look on the video. Shouts out my boys in Pulaski. We linked in. Poonie, Moonie.
So let me ask you this. You brought up Dr. King.
Mm-hmm. This is his daddy. That was a Republican.
So
His son was an independent.
Did the son, who we all know and
Mm-hmm.
most...
I don't know him. You met him before?
Nah.
Before you say what you
We
about to
was
say, have you ever met him?
introduced to his rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There you go. That was cold right there.
Yeah, I do this.
Yeah.
This is
The war.
Oh, word.
He finally got
Hey,
one.
man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Rhetoric.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to ask both of y'all. Was Dr. King, did he contribute to the help or the hurt of us as a people?
I would say,
His rhetoric.
actually,
What
to
he
be
was-
honest, he was actually both. He was a blessing and a curse to us. Let me explain why I say this. It's because he was a blessing when he taught us like how to be nonviolent on TV. Okay, so like he knew all of America was watching TV when we were crossing the bridge and they holding them down, sticking dogs on them. That was actually a smart marketing move to move the hearts of America on our side. That was actually good. Now, what he messed up was when he linked up with like Margaret Sanger. And that was the lady that came up with abortions and eugenics and all of that.
Yeah.
He linked up with Margaret Sanger because she needed the black preachers to convince the black people in black neighborhoods to abort their children. Margaret Sanger started Planned Parenthood for the purpose of genocide, putting abortion clinics in the hood where black girls were so they could kill their babies. Martin Luther King linked up with her. That's the curse. So I say Martin Luther King was a blessing and he was a curse. He just linked up with the wrong people, which were Democrats and liberals.
So
I think King.
go ahead.
I think he had a good idea, bro. Like his idea was we got to show them. He recognized that we was spending. They was getting our money, bro. Like they was getting our dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He realized that, and he was saying, "Hey, we got to show them what we bring to the table." So he started these boycotts. Like, don't think about it. If you got a Coca-Cola company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. King get all the black people, he was good at setting that up. He said, don't nobody drink Coca-Cola for the next 6 months. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And don't no black people buy no Coca-Cola. Man, they damn near finna go out of business. They got to listen to what we talking about. Like, hey, we want to walk through the same door and get in the door we want to. So he found a way to create some leverage.
Yeah.
But what I feel like what he messed up at was that leverage that he created just got him in the game. And when he got in the game, it was a game that he didn't design the game.
Yeah.
And that's what Young Dolph messed up at. That's where Tupac messed up at.
Yep.
That's what all these smart niggas who think when you come up, nigga, the game, they made the game, it's their game. They made the rules. Don't they got the Constitution? Don't they got, even if you don't believe in the Constitution, they gave you a Bible, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. It's rules out here. Somebody made the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go against these rules and you try to change the rules, and if you your way start looking a little bit like, look at Young Dolph. This nigga was making more money than he finna pass Jay-Z, independent. You feel me? Without signing no deal. They like, man, we can't.
Empowerment. And
We can't let them niggas show everybody that you can do this. So, and get what gonna happen every time. And I keep telling niggas this. We'll do better by ourselves with just 4 or 5 niggas who ready to crash out. To go do something that can make a change. They got to do some drastic ass shit though. Ain't gonna be cause you can go get 100 niggas in the hood with Dracos. Or you can go get 1,000 people with AK-47s and all this. Ain't none of y'all got no army tanks. Ain't none of y'all got no ships with bombs finna shoot out of it. No airplanes that's gonna drop bombs. If it get that serious, they gonna wipe us out, bro. So we can't do that. You have to find a way to win within what we was born in, what the game we was born into, bro. It's the only way. You can't change the game. You didn't make the game. Only the nigga who made the game can change the rules, bro.
So
you gonna die
let
trying
me
to
ask
do
you
that.
this: if somebody go along with the game, even adopt the name that the people who made the game put on them, are they all the way sold out? Or are they trying to help their people?
What sell out to you? What you mean sell out?
I'm going somewhere. Hear my question.
I'm listening.
If somebody adopt a name that the people who made the game,
Give me an example. Adopt a name.
Martin Luther King.
What you mean he adopted his name?
Yes.
That wasn't his real name?
No.
Okay, he adopted the name.
He adopted the name.
He was Michael King, wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They put on him Martin Luther to shame Martin Luther from the Protestant Reformation. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up.
Look it up. That's true.
I don't know.
So his whole thing, the only reason he is the only quote unquote living, because we don't know whether Columbus existed or not. We don't know that. We know Michael King, who they gave Martin Luther King, we know he existed. He is the only living person for sure.
Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay, nigga. What you mean?
Hear me out, bro.
Go ahead.
Before you cut me off.
Okay.
Do Cassius Clay got a quote unquote holiday in America?
No.
He was on FUBU. This is the war of words.
Nobody ain't watch FUBU.
He was on the FUBU clothes. Muhammad Ali was on the FUBU.
This is my point.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Martin Luther King was playing the game the whole time. That's why, to me, I believe he was more detrimental. That's why he hooked up with somebody like Margaret Sanger.
He had to get to a level to where they changed his name, though. That's what I mean by
What you say his dad's name was?
His daddy was Martin Luther King Sr.
Yeah, so his daddy taught him the game. His dad's name was, they called his daddy Daddy King. He adopted the name and he put it on his son. His son's name he wasn't born Martin Luther.
That's true.
Come on, man. You gotta see through the market. Y'all always living in the Charleston White. See, look at that. Y'all talking about the market?
I wasn't there. I don't know. I feel like you're just going off something you done read or something.
This is a fact. Look at it.
I wasn't there. How you know it was a fact?
Just like, okay, they say Dr. King was.
Seen the papers.
Hold on.
You seen the same
I'm going somewhere.
papers.
Dr. King was a reverend, right?
Yeah, he was a reverend.
When have you heard Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend King, ever preach on Jesus Christ if he was a reverend? Have you heard it?
No.
Thank you.
I haven't.
They say politics aside, I love you, Maurice and Patrick and Roland too, even though I don't know Roland. We are fellow children of God created in his image. And that is what binds us people.
Tell somebody to rap about
Shouts
that.
out, Ryan.
Rap about that right there.
Cause my whole thing is
Willie Earl said, "What's good, Patrick?"
They want
What's up, Will?
They want to give us the reason I brought that up. They want to give us Dr. King and everybody salute him. But he's supposed to be known for being a preacher, a reverend. Most preachers preach. He's supposed to be a Christian, and he never even preached about Jesus Christ. That ain't fishing.
I wasn't there to hear him preach, so I don't know what he preached about.
You heard I have a dream.
Everything you done heard.
Did you hear I have a dream?
I ain't heard it.
Oh, you on the
I
rock.
don't know what you talking about.
This is the war.
war.
Oh, word. You on the rock.
I hit him with your move.
Hey, man, my thing is this. There's a lot of macking out here. And Martin Luther King was an imposter way before we ever knew it. And I believe y'all great artists, Tupac. I done said this before. This ain't nothing new. I've been saying he was a cowboy. Lassane Parish Crooks.
He had a rap name. What's wrong with that?
Man,
Nipsey
hey,
Hussle.
y'all. Just like Martin Luther
Nipsey
King.
Hussle. It's
One
okay.
and the same.
Yeah, he had a name in juice. He had a name in poetic justice. You know what I'm saying? It's entertainment.
My thing is this.
It's entertainment, man.
People don't want. Let's deal with the facts.
What was you asking? No, man, you was finna ask something.
No, I was asking the question: is somebody who adopt a name and play with adopt a name that the system give? Are they detrimental or are they helpful?
He said, "I'm almost lost where we are with this now." Not with y'all, but he said it's bad as me. That's Joe Jenkins.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
But if my name is Roland, if they say, no, your name is John, and I go in there and I say, I'm John Jones, and y'all all know me by John Jones and don't know nothing about Roland, and I quote unquote hook up with this person and I appear, well, I'm helping you with this boycott, but then I'm going to help you with this boycott, but then send you to a person to kill your babies. Am I detrimental or am I helpful?
That's true. That's true. And that's actually the same principle that we got to use with gangsters.
That's why I ain't for them.
We got to use that same principle, because if a gangster say, all right, I'm going to bring toys to the hood for Christmas and pass them out to the kids, but at the same time, you got all these young G's that's doing all his dirty work for him, that's the question we got to ask. Is that detrimental to our community? And why do we keep allowing that and acting like it's okay? That's a valid question.
I just think it's we need more people to get out there and show them the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know. A lot of them don't know. I know it seemed like they know. It seemed like, how you don't know? But that's the same way when I went to Haiti. I'm looking like, damn, bro, y'all can make a garbage can. Like, y'all that far behind. Like, damn.
They don't know.
At
Like,
this
so
point,
it's it's like when you asked me a question. You said, you asked Patrick, well, how you feel about Blue Mo Films? And he was like, I like this part about it, and I don't like this part about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fair assessment. Like, it's a nighttime, it's a daytime, it's a left, it's a right, it's an inside, it's an outside. So a good judgment is gonna be from both perspectives.
A good leader will be able to go into a room, take the consensus of both sides, and come up with a solution. That's what we don't have. Mm-hmm. Our leaders just come in our community wanting us to vote for them every 4 years and promise us all this stuff. Oh, you're going to have better schools. Oh, we going to get you a new school. Oh, we going to hire Coach Highback. They'll tell you anything to get your vote, okay? But the truth of the matter is they simply want your vote and to stay in power while they live in good houses. They got money, and our streets still look the same. Our schools look the same. There's still prostitutes everywhere. Nothing ever changes. I ride through Eastdale. Nothing has changed in Eastdale. All right, now, Let me tell you one politician I like that's
Have
a
you tried to
Democrat.
change anything out there?
Yes, I have. I worked in East there, but Demetrius Coonrod, I actually like Demetrius. She's a Democrat. She done came to meetings with me. She tell me where she disagree with me. I tell her, but we can work together to get stuff done. She was actually the first person to actually get me to run for office. And she knew I was a conservative, but she knew my heart though. She took time to get to know me, and we can work together. And so I think once we start challenging these people that's over us in these districts that's been there for 20 years, once we challenge it, I guarantee you, you put one Republican in that office, Brainerd will look like East Brainerd. That's the difference. What's the difference between Brainerd and East Brainerd? A Republican in leadership that can work with other people on the board, that can get money allocated to them instead of going on the board and arguing and making everything about race to where they don't want to give money because you calling them a racist. I'm telling you, it's a way forward that we can change Chattanooga. You just got to be bold enough to break away from all this group thing. That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask you this, Poonie and Moonie. After doing your research and standing here talking to Patrick, what's your thoughts on his political stance and his work he do in the community?
Patrick, a bullshit ass nigga, and he getting over on these white folks, and I want in. I'm mad. He done figured out the game, and I'm trying to run the game, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I need Patrick to teach me the game on how to do what he doing. You feel me? Because they love him. You know what I'm saying? And I feel just like how he feel. Like, I agree. But for some reason, these doors ain't getting open for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to let the Republicans know y'all got a new member on the team. Poonie. Patrick done recruited me. Poonie Moonie. The Republican. I'm joining the Republican Party. And I'm straight up. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm dead serious. Fuck you, stupid fools. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, look, I'm joining up. You know what I'm saying? But now, on some real junk though, I'm proud of dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remembered you at Tyner, bro, and you was always a smooth dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He always kept a design in his head. He had crushed velvet interior in his car one time. I remember. You don't think I remember?
Yeah, I had 20s.
You 20s on the car.
I did all that.
He stayed, look, had that Tommy Hill figure, that Nautica. Look, he was clean, you feel me? And even in then, I would call that, after watching him grow a little bit, them was his worldly days, probably. He still wasn't a bad guy, even in his worldly days. You know what I'm saying? And to see where he going now, he got his own perspective. I disagree with some of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I agree with a lot of it. And I also understand I was fortunate enough to leave the country and see some of this stuff. And I was just like you. You said the exact same thing that I said. I grew up watching Discovery Channel. And I always was like, dang, man, them people got it rough. Like, I'm thankful. I thought I was thankful until I seen it in real life. Right. And I went and had to actually, the whole 8 days I was there, had to take a bath in a bucket with the rain. And toward the end of, it ain't rain now. Toward the end of the 8 days, the bucket was getting pretty low. And gnats and stuff in it, like, ain't no more water though. This the water. Like, what you gonna do? Ain't no power. When it get dark, it's dark. Yeah. You feel me? When it's dark, it's dark. They live like that every day. Like, you know how when the power go out, everybody go crazy? We start getting candles and, the kids come out the room. You ain't seen them all day. The power go out, the internet go off, they come out the room. Nah, bro, not over. It's, you'll be real thankful. So, salute, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, man, I appreciate y'all giving me this platform. And I want people to know, because that's my biggest critic. He don't like black people. That ain't true. I just decided to stand up and challenge the people that raised me, the community I came out of. I stood up and I'm challenging it. Now, does it hurt sometimes? Yeah. Do I go too far? Yeah. I think I did, even with the Trayvon stuff. Like, I pushed too hard. Now, I do believe
you gotta be entertained.
Yeah, but this the thing. I do believe that situation, he could have came out alive if he had a different mindset. But I pushed too hard because people was in their feelings. They were emotional about it. And I pushed hard on that. And the Mike Brown stuff. I recognize that. I look back at some of the stuff pop up in my memories. I'm like, dang, I said that. Like for real. But at that time, you know how like when people attacking you, you in survival mode. So it's like, okay, I'm finna knock you, I'm finna hit you here, boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden everybody figured out, like, man, just leave dude alone. Just, you know. And so I can say I went too far on things like that. But my heart is, especially the kids that was with me at Brainerd for 10 years, now they adults. They know I cared about them. They know I tried to teach them the game, how to start their own business, how to become an entrepreneur. Though you don't have to go to a 4-year college to make money. I was teaching them that stuff in the school, okay? And they know I did. They know I care. But then some of them got grown. They feel like, oh, man, you was white man was using you to brainwash us. No, I'm trying to get you out of the game. I'm trying to get you out of that situation. All right, I grew up in Eastdale. Let me tell this story real quick.
Go ahead.
My dad was recruited.
No rush, bro. Take your time.
My dad was recruited to Chattanooga from an HBCU, Alabama A&M. My dad was after he was graduated, the CEO of SunTrust Bank went to A&M graduation and hired him on the spot. That's how I ended up in Chattanooga. So I grew up, we stayed in Eastdale, but my dad worked at SunTrust. He was a vice president of SunTrust. I used to go to the bank with him every morning. I would go to the bank with him and then go to Woodmore. So when I went to the bank with him, it was all these white men, you know, in the bank. They were helping me with math. They were teaching me about money. They were showing me stuff. Like I remember I had $1 balled up in my pocket, and it was a white man in the bank told me, don't ever do your money like that. Treat money like a person. Make sure, you know, when you have money, make sure it's nice and clean in your pocket. Don't just ball it up. A white man taught me that. The white man helped me with my math. And my daddy ended up getting to the point where he was the branch manager of East 3rd Street SunTrust. That's Truist Bank now on East 3rd Street, right there across from the KFC. My daddy was there for 27 years. Guess what happened to him? My senior year of high school, a black man came into his bank, cocked a gun, held it to his head, took him in the safe and told me to give me all this money. Was finna kill my daddy, the man that taught me everything, that raised me. Another black man was finna do that. Now, at the time, I was pissed off. I was like, man, why would another black man do another black man that's coming up, that's in the bank, that's helping these businesses get loans? Like all these little food places around here, my daddy was the one that helped them get the loans in the hood. All the JT McDaniel stuff, all of the Mouse Kitchen, Herman's, all of that. My daddy was the one that was helping them get the loans from SunTrust. Okay? But then I see a black man come in SunTrust, hold a gun to his head and want to kill him. And he trying to help the community. All right? My dad being a preacher, ended up keeping a relationship with the dude. The dude got a year, like a life in prison or something, in Fed prison in Memphis. My daddy went and visited this man and asked him, why did you do that? He said, man, I was just trying to get money because my daughter needed medication. And that's what I'm saying. And so
he was willing to rob a bank to get his daughter medication.
And that's what it was all about. And so once I understood that, that was my introduction into, I want to go into the community to help with these issues. But guess what I found out when I went in the community? The Democrats are the gatekeepers. They want to keep us poor. They want to keep us in the same position, begging them for money so they can get votes, so they get power to go to Washington for their pet projects and their pet businesses everywhere, while we still in the same condition. And then I start calling those Democrats out that are some of y'all friends. There are some of y'all friends on Facebook. Some of them probably watching this video right now. They are just gatekeepers. And I realized by going to the Republicans, I had leverage. By going over to the Republican side, they're like, okay, we would love to have your vote. What do you want? Well, I want school choice. I want more charter schools in our neighborhoods that gonna teach kids. And they was like, oh, that's what we for. I can work with them. But I go to the Democrats, they like, man, get your Uncle Tom self up out of here. We don't want to deal with you. You a sellout. I go to the Republicans, they willing to work with me for programs in the community.
So I'm selling out. Poonie, Moonie. I'm going to the Republican side. I'm selling out. Forget you niggas. I'm done with it. I'm on the Republican side.
I got to ask this. Patrick, you said they helped you gain leverage.
Yes.
So, we know that Chattanooga is a predominantly Republican city.
Yes.
Is it? I didn't even know that.
Tennessee is. So, if the Democrats, I gotta ask this, if Chattanooga was a Democratic city, would you lean toward that to help get the leverage? I gotta ask.
I wouldn't. And let me tell you why. It's because of their values and what they stand for. like all this LGBT stuff, like that bothers me. It ain't that I hate them, but it's like that destroys the family. The number one institution that can actually like help our communities. If dads are in like the results my sons got is because I was in their life. Like from day one. I invested in them to go to a Gerald Riggs. I put money up to get them to the best person in the community that can train them. Because I was there. And so when I see them pushing this LGBT stuff and talking about all this diversity and inclusion, no, it's destroying families. They can't reproduce. And then it's mostly, you look at all our black males that's in this stuff. And if our black males can't reproduce, we don't have no black community.
I'm with you on that.
So that's why we got to stand up at least, if you don't want to come to the Republican Party like Poonie Moonie, if you don't want to come to the Republican Party, you can at least stand up in the Democrat Party and call them out. That's one thing that I know Demetrius Coonrod do.
But come on, man, it's got to be a little bit about some money, man.
I'm telling you, they stand up and say, we going too far.
Because I'm going to keep it real now, Patrick. I did see.
Mm-hmm.
You said, that's why I know it's going to be about some damn money now.
Yes.
We love education and we love all that too, but if we can get this money, we going to get this money. I seen that your son, he had major league people talking to him.
Yes.
In baseball.
Mm-hmm.
How do that feel, knowing that, man, my son done made it this far where people, even if he don't make it, just the fact that they talking to him, like, you know what I
they
mean?
don't talk to everybody.
I can instantly see that guy had your mind stroking. Now, hold on, Patrick. I've been seeing Patrick say, Stanford, we going to get an education. We going to do this.
Yeah.
We going to get the, if we don't do nothing, we going to get degrees.
Yeah.
If we going to do this, then get what? I seen Patrick post the major league in us up. He said that bag might be on the way.
Yeah.
He's like, look.
Yeah, that's true. And that the thing
This is the war of words.
Hey,
that's true.
Break that down, no, I'm being joking. I'm being joking, but for real though, that's big though.
That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I kept him in baseball.
It's an opportunity.
Because, and that's another thing. We don't have a lot of black kids playing baseball, and they can get a bag out of high school playing baseball. Like my son's speed on the football field, that come a dime a dozen. Everybody fast. Everybody big. Everybody can run like him. You take that talent and put it in baseball, guess what? And everybody ain't fast. Everybody can't run them bases like that. Look at Acuna in Atlanta. And so what I've done is you got to learn the system. So my son, I said, what's the one thing you want to do for Chattanooga? He said, I want to see more minorities playing baseball in Chattanooga.
Yeah, man.
So that's what we going to do. When he get done with Stanford, he going to be right back here helping other kids play baseball because you can get the bag right out of high school.
I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Remember I was telling you that? I was watching baseball, him and my boy Coop come over here, and they was like, man, you watching baseball? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, man, I grew up. I'm telling you, man, a lot of us, I played for Coach Glenn Schwafford. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who Glenn Schwafford
I know
is.
Glenn, Coach Glenn.
One of the greatest coaches to ever come through here. And I got to Tyner. They didn't have a good system at Tyner.
Right.
Football was better, so I didn't lose interest. It just wasn't no thing it's 8 games a season, and like Tyner, like it wasn't like some programs had better programs.
Right.
So I really felt like if a lot of us had went to some good programs, some good baseball programs, we would have stayed with it. A lot of us could have made their league, man, in their baseball. You know what I'm saying? Football and basketball, like he say, different.
Yeah.
You can be damn 5'6", 5'8".
Right.
As long as you can hit that ball and run and get on that base,
that's it.
man, you can get in there. You feel me?
That's it. So 2027, or he could be drafted in the next couple of years or so. So, I mean, that's something that, we want to do. We want to give back in that area using sports. And you just don't have to play baseball. I told him, go to Stanford, learn the system, learn how to become an owner. I was like, and that was the difference between him choosing Virginia Tech and Stanford. Virginia Tech offered him the same thing. But Stanford, I was like, John Elway on the team. He played football and baseball at Stanford.
Smart.
And now he over the Denver Broncos. And I told him, I said, do you want to be the next John Elway or do you want to be a Christian McCaffrey? And he was like, I want to be a John Elway.
Yeah.
Where you could be one of the first black owners of a football team.
I got to say, is John Elway Republican or Democrat?
You know he a Republican.
I'm joining the Republican Party. We going to get rolling. Rolling is next. Hey,
Hey,
coming through, man.
Hey.
Hey,
We
go
appreciate
out.
you coming through, bro.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this the War of Words, man, is all about, because through my research and doing film for these past 20, 25 years I've been doing this, I have learned that the number one cause of all our stuff is not being able to communicate as black men. Not being able to disagree, not being able to have differences and still be able to work together. So I just want to, I love to, on this show, what we do is try to show how we against each other, we disagree, but at the end of the show, we still work together.
That's right.
As brothers. We come together as brothers. Y'all dap up. You know what I'm saying? You know, we come together as brothers for a greater cause. But we just feel like we got to be able to put that example out there, because we got seeing is believing.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you coming through.
Hey,
you know,
no
you're
problem.
a busy man, man.
Hey, make sure
You know
y'all
what I'm saying?
go cop some Champ gear for Champ, my son. It's
For
a Shopify store. It's called The Champ Brand.
We're going to do
All
that,
right.
definitely.
Go
We'll
cop some.
wear that on the show one day.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got you.
Man. But yeah, this your boy Lil Mo Films.
RMJR.
And this is
The War of Words.
And
We
we got
gone.
y'all. Boom.